What's good? It's Chigozy. Friday, March 13th, 2020. A date with 56 numerals. I'm laughing because coronavirus equals 56. So I already know the extra flavor of propaganda they're going to talk about today. Date with 56 numerology. Death equals 20. It could be a coronavirus death ritual. 20 life lesson number. Time equals 20. 11 numerology. We can get New York, the 11th state. Don't forget that Society of Jesus equals 56, Jesus 11, cross 20. It could be Jesus themed. Date with 36 numerology, Buckeye 36. But there's even more connections with that they could have. But I always like to call out that for obvious reasons. The 73rd day of the year, sacrifice 73. So they're going to want to pair that with the 20 life lesson number, death 20, sacrifice 73. So they could be talking about some coronavirus deaths today. I mean, it just makes the most sense. 73 is the 21st prime, Saturn 21. And today with 47 numerology, Freemasons compass set at 47 degrees. You get DC, Washington, D.C., Capitol Hill. We're going to get that. It's like some nonsense from the Freemasons today. Donald Trump, maybe. What this survivor wants you to know. She didn't have a cough, shortness of breath, or respiratory symptoms. Then she had an aha moment. Aha is coded with gematria. So whenever they put those things in quotations, they're coding gematria behind it, numbers behind words. Aha equals 71. 71 is the 20th prime number. Today's the day with a life lesson number of 20. Do you see how they take the life lesson number of the day and then connect it with the gematria and the rituals inside their propaganda? They do this every single day. 17. I can't wait to see where this woman is from, man. She might not be from New York. She might not be from Ohio. You know what? It's always still by the numbers. Wherever she's from, she could be from Florida. Oh, Seattle, of course. I use Seattle. That's where the epicenter of this whole shit is in America. That's where the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is right north of that. It's just all part of the riddle. Updated at 228. Death equals 228. I clearly stated the theme of today's propaganda. I said, yes, she's a survivor. So it's essentially the opposite of death. You can't be a survivor without death. You know what I'm saying? It still fits the theme. I'm not trying to cherry pick or anything. Death equals 20 in the full reduction, and in the English Sumerian, which is just the alphabetical order, times 6, it equals 228. Big number for death. They updated it cleanly at 228. I mean, again, even if I used all ciphers and you even counted the ones where they repeated, these are still finite things. It doesn't even matter if we had 100 ciphers. We're getting these specific numbers all the time out of all the numbers in the world, or even out of the numbers 1 through 1,000. And just use your head. That's why I consistently make these videos, so you can't just say it's a one-off coincidence or whatever. With a 3-minute, 23-second video, Lucifer equals 323. I like the red hair she has, this red hair woman symbolism from this gang. A Seattle woman who says she had the coronavirus and is recovering has one big takeaway to share. Don't panic. After all the panic, the market's already sold off. Well, it still could easily sell off, but it bounced today. So the day it bounces, oh, don't panic. After the panic sell. After, okay. Big takeaway, though. After all the toilet paper's all been bought up, don't panic. It's just mockery. And guess what? People will still panic. Big takeaway equals 42,105, like masonry, 66. It's just the Freemasons brand the propaganda. Zionism equals 42,105. That is what this is. Elizabeth Schneider, 37. And just to be specific by what this is, that is what CNN is. It's run by them. I'm got to be specific, because if I don't, then YouTube will say, oh, you're associating them with this. Oh, it's hate speech. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be very specific. I think that's something I always try to do. Elizabeth Schneider, 37. believes she contracted the virus at a house party because a few days later, several friends who were at the party became ill at the same time she did. Notice how she's 37? Let's go back to the Gematria calculator and type in words like, I hope I get this right, virus, 37, you see? I'll go back just to 4 base ciphers. We don't need the other one up. Virus equals 37. Take an alphabetical order in reverse, reducing each letter to single digit, 37. I really do want to make that video showing you the ciphers. I told someone I'll do that, but again, I'll explain this in further detail if you're watching. When you reverse the alphabetical order, V is the 5th letter. I is 18, because A is 26, Z is 1. So I is 18, 1 plus 8 is 9. You just reduce each letter to a single digit and then add them. The resulting value is 37. So virus has gematria of 37. This woman is clearly 37 years old, as stated in this propaganda. 3 days after the what? February 20... 3 days after the February 22nd party. That's 222. Wuhan coronavirus equals 222. I mean, do you understand why I like putting out these videos as well? Don't y'all like doing, coloring books or puzzles, crosswords? That's literally what this is. You're just solving riddles as you're going down the propaganda, and they're so clear and easy to do, so you don't have to think at all. Wuhan coronavirus, using the alphabetical order, just A is 1, Z is 26, 222. The party was when? February 22nd. She's 37. Virus equals 37. Might as well see her name gematria and then move on and probably honestly close the video. I mean, when these examples just slap so hard, I want to just wrap it up and move on. Elizabeth Schneider equals 313 is her name equals 313, the 65th prime. Coronavirus equals 65. So does pandemic. I am being very clear and concise in this video. I know I am. That's why I know no one can watch this. No one can watch this and be like, oh, I don't get it. It's coincidence. It's all this, whatever they want to say. Coronavirus has value of 65. How do we get this? Because again, S is the 19th letter. 1 plus 9 is 10. So reducing each letter once, which S is the only letter that you can reduce up to 2 times. So reducing everything once, 65, when you add the resulting values. Pandemic has gematria 65. They use prime number relationships to also represent these numbers. So 313 is the 65th prime. When you reverse alphabetical order, Elizabeth Schneider equals that. The 313 is 65th prime. Pandemic 65. You see that? Using alphabetical order. We'll break down her first and last name. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. It's pretty crazy. But again, every single day is how it is. Schneider, 58, 158, like Freemasonry, 50 like Scottish. And you can see how they do it. They got their main numbers in, her first and last name, so they're going to brand their propaganda with the rest of her name. Federal government, 85. I mean, there's more to that. Scottish, 49. Her name also equaled 49. Schneider. Elizabeth, it could be syncing this up with the Queen. Don't forget Elizabeth equals 88. 47. It does equal 43 like pandemic and 155 like coronavirus. Coronavirus equals 155 like Elizabeth. Unbelievable. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. I mean, you guys are all seeing this with me very cleanly, very clearly. I'm speaking as clear as I can right now. Don't panic. I'm sure that's coded as well. Might as well do it. Don't panic. Because see how they just lay it down here? It's how they structure this propaganda. And you got to see that. Look at the clues. If anyone, literally, if you know someone who loves solving crosswords all day, the distraction in the newspaper, the propaganda crosswords, bring them onto gematria. They'd have a blast doing this. Like, how is this any different than sitting on my phone, solving puzzles, doing Candy Crush? I mean, this is more productive, but it's the same type of thing. Solving riddles, solving puzzles. Don't panic equals 42, 96, 147, 48, just like Freemason. These are the Freemasons branding their propaganda. I say it every single time because they do it every single time I make a video. Because that's all they do on CNN. It is Freemasonic propaganda. That's why I call it that, because that's what it is. You see it right here. Same exact overlap in all the ciphers. except for the single reduction, because Don't Panic does not have an S. So, you just don't count that. But I hope you see how Freemason does equal 51, like conspiracy. Wow, all on this piece of nonsense. I'll talk about 103 degrees, the 27 prime, 41 deaths, USA 41. 41's the 13th prime, COVID-19. Don't forget Kobe Bryant. COVID and Kobe mean the same thing. And Kobe Bryant's daughter died at 13, and Kobe died at 41. They're just putting it right there in the propaganda. You just saw that. I don't mean to be distracted, but see this ad for Biden Sanders. If you're just new to this channel, I'll say it one more time. These are two fucking actors. Quit falling for it. Don't go watch the debate and have your side, pick your side, think who wins. Get sucked into it. It's nonsense. Likewise, that drawing we just saw that I skipped over, but it was clearly propaganda. Don't do this, don't do that, don't get sick. Although the flu's been going around for God knows how long, and they don't give a fuck. Stocks jump after their worst day since 1987, and they're telling you, don't panic, always after the fact. Guys, I swear this guy's an actor. They have him in all their NYSE stock market propaganda. I swear they have a few actors. They put their numbers on there, 904, reflection of 49, Scottish 49. And guys, it's just, all it is just, like this is bullshit propaganda. If you look at the chart, it's a bear flag right now. This is just the pump on the bear flag, the rally. So stocks are rallying now for then what? A further sell-off. That if you just go with the trend, that's what's going to happen. And then guess what? They'll give you some propaganda. I'm not predicting anything. Watch, tomorrow they'll give you some propaganda, something. This happened. Stocks continue to sell off now. Stocks, erase their gains because Trump did this or that. It's nothing. It's just the fucking market. Go look at the fucking pattern on the chart. It's a bear flag. It's just how the market would move anyway. And they're giving you this bullshit propaganda. Stocks rally. Ridiculous. Meet the woman fighting coronavirus misinformation online. Watch, they'll call my video coronavirus misinformation in light of what we just saw. I already exposed Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. Not thoroughly, but I hope you saw how it's bullshit. Look at this 13. They just highlight the 13. It's Friday the 13th. Why scientifically do we believe in superstitions? God. That thing deserves its own video, honestly. I at least want to look at what they updated this bullshit propaganda at. Oh, I just realized today is 3/13, the 65th prime. Coronavirus 65. 122, Freemason equals 122, and Francis Bacon. Yeah, we're encroaching 15 minutes. I really don't want to make this a long video. I want to make this a nice 15-minute packaged thing showing you again what's going on. Seattle chef is closing his restaurant temporarily, leaving 800 jobless and getting paid a hefty salary bonus to do this propaganda stunt for the Freemasons. This guy looks like fucking Ben Franklin. I mean, guys, this is who runs the show. And he does not look like Ben Franklin on accident, I'm sure. They do this shit all on purpose. It's all mind's eye programming. That's why my mind's eye, my subconscious even kind of had that type of thinking. Some kind of fat chef with that hairstyle, smiling after his employees all lost their jobs because of the coronavirus. He feels like he's doing a good job. No, he's falling into the propaganda, assuming that, he doesn't know what's going on. But guys, it's just an actor. That's just a Freemason. This is obviously propaganda for the Freemasons. Dakota Johnson's an actor for the Freemasons. This is their home. Who pays her? This is not her shit. She is controlled. All these people are controlled. You guys are still sleeping. This is what they're saying. And of course, I'm talking to the people who are still sleeping. If you're awake, watching this, obviously I'm not directing this to you, but this is more... Literally, they're mocking the sheep. This is when they put this stuff in the propaganda. I'm telling you, man, they're mocking. All right, peace out. A serious dog star ritual. Update at 12:51 as well. It's a relevant number to that stuff they're doing. Look at the G they have up there. I did not mean to click on this. I really was going to close the video. But look what we get. G. 777 as well. Going back to the Cube of Saturn with the dogs in the front. Oh my God. But see, we have G, the number for G, or the letter for Freemasonry. On the Compton Square, Masonic 29, 1 of 29. Here we get March 7th, Virus 37. You know, they just canceled March Madness in this whole ritual. And we saw how, remember that lady, Elizabeth S, was her last initial. She was 37 years old. Now we have March 7th here. Virus 37. It's the same numbers throughout all of their rituals. Look, I literally accidentally clicked on a piece of bullshit propaganda, sports deception, and look what we get so cleanly. Villanova won 70 to 69. Coronavirus equals 70. I can't tell you the 69 right now. That's not part of the main core pattern that I've been sharing, but it's obviously very relevant. What's 70 plus 69? 139. Freemasonry equals 139, which is the 34th prime. You see, you have this guy wearing 34 right there. That looks like Zion Williamson, but it might not be. But it doesn't matter. You're Jewish 34, I would assume it could be him. But anyway, yeah, now I've made this video longer, but oh well, that's really good information. Peace out. Oh, but for homework, if you want to do some extra shit, do Villanova's Gematria, Jacob Mosley, birthday from these days. It'll probably all sync up. This is an entire riddle assignment you can literally do with this sentence. I'm not kidding. You have the players, you have the dates, you have the birthday, you have the score, you have the riddle, you have the coronavirus theme. It'll all pop out right there for you. Peace out.